fear of losing is far greater than the fear of being hurt, and that means that you've very much got to weigh up your opponents to see where they are, and you're wheel to wheel with these guys. If they're in a strong situation, their car is running well, and you're both in a good position, at that point it's like playing high-speed poker. All you can do is try and gauge the profile of your opponent right, and hope that you've hope you come out in front of him.
Ollie, you'll go green this time. Lights are out on the safety car. Guy in front of us there, help the cause and caution. Over. Take care of yourself with that guy.
Hello and welcome. My name's Metamonin, and today we've got some V8 car action at Mount Panorama Bathurst. So let's get to the live scenes where the drivers are currently in a practice session, which is effectively a qualifying session if you see it like that, because this will determine who will be making the top 10 shootout. So there's your current pace settings there. Go with a 2-minute 0.4, and then seven tenths down. 7 tenths down, we see Tourette 30. It's in P2 of a 201.2. Go down the list, we've got Raw with a 201.3. So very close between second and third. And then we got As a Ninja slightly back with a 201.9. So he's further 6 tenths down. Dark Side rounding out the top 5 with a 202.1. We go beyond the top 5, Tarkato of a 202.3. HSB with a 204.6. And we have Black Wildcat with a 204.8. Hammer with a 206.3. Dull Awesome with a 206.4. So that pack there looking relatively close. And then we got Peppy with a 206.9. Ty Morgo with a 272. And Exo, he's yet to set in a lap in this practice session. So we'll have a view on board the current provisional pole sitter now. So it looks like he's on now. So he's letting the guys through. Dark Side in the meantime. He's moved up in the P2 and he's over the moment there. So he's recorded a 201.2 effectively. He returns to the lane there. He's on board with Tourette. So he's in a mid-sector now. So we've got 45 minutes left in the session. So there's still plenty of time for the drivers to effectively get a quali lap in. We might see drivers go for race pace laps as well, but that might come later in the session, or midway through the session rather, because the guys want to have a banker lap for quali. So returning the pit lane now, we'll go on board Raw here. Currently sits P4 with 201.3. So heading down Murray's now, heading on to the pit straight. Looks like a reasonably good exit there. Not sure if this is an outlap. Wait to see. So yep, that's an outlap. 14 seconds off the fastest lap. So we'll stay on board Raw here, and we'll take you around a lap at Mount Panorama. So he's got his lights on now. He's on a hot lap. So pressure is on now. We'll see how deep he gets up at Griffin's Bend here. See how late he brakes. Extremely late. Really using that engine braking to his performance advantage. Going out wide there. He might get a slowdown. So he's still pushing forward with it. He's on it, cutting now. The cutting now. So reasonably settled there. Had no extra oversteer whatsoever. 4 tenths down in his fastest time, but he's just down 4th this lap as solid. In the mid-sector now on top of the mountain. Almost at McGillamy here. So great into that area. Come down to McGillamy now, and then Skyline, the S's. Let's see how he dances the car around here. A lot of work required to get the car pulled up down the S's. Head into the dipper here. Gonna get a good exit there. Bit unsettled on exit, but still planted to the road. Forest elbow now. A little bit of exit understeer there. Straight to the wall on exit. Now what's this sector split going to be? It's 6 tenths down on his fastest lap in Raw. And down Conrod now, heading into the chase. Should be able to record 290 clicks there. And really deep under brake. It's the deepest braking zone on this circuit. It's fair to say the brake temperatures will be extremely high heading into that corner. So once again, heading into Murray's final corner of Mount Panorama, punching onto the main straight. Has he gained any time on that lap? He goes across the line, and he did. He gained 3 tenths of the last sector, so he's looking quick. So the tyres should be able to get to him now. On board with Azza. He's heading up Mountain Straight now, heading towards Griffin's Bend. So it looks to have a little bit of damage on the front splitter there, but it's obviously a visual glitch. More than likely return the pit lane after having that collision. with his front spotter. So up at the cutting now, a little bit of a wide approach there. Car looks reasonably settled. That's almost on par with his kicker's second split there. So he could be on for an improvement here. Currently sitting P5. Needs at least 6 temps to jump up in the P4. Let's see what he's got for the rest of this lap. At McPhillamy now. Heading in the skyline down the S's. How does he get it pulled up? There's a dense car around. He's taking a lot of curve on the inside there. Really dense into the round at the dipper. The car looks reasonably settled coming out of there as well. So heading down to the elbow, and the rear end looks really unsettled there. It pulls it up. No evidence of exit understeer there, so focuses himself onto Convoy straight with a reasonable sector split there, so 4 temps up. So he needs an extra 2 temps if he's to get in the P4. So even though this is a practice session, everything to play for. It will set the top 10 shootout order. So if you're coming 10th in Hammer, he'll be the provisional first car out in the top 10 shootout. And then so on, 9th will be second, so it's basically an inverted order. And then the last car to exit in the top 10 shootout will be P1 in the second. So what does Azza get across the line here? That's 5 tenths quicker, but no improvement on the leaderboard. The guy on board with HSB now, he's up at cutting by the looks of it. And he's also had a bit of front contact or something. What's it going to be? So on an outlap there. So we'll hit up Ty Morgo, who's improved by 1.7 seconds as we hop on board. Puts himself up in the P8 there, so nice lap there with the 2:04.1. So is there going to be an improvement this time around though? Because usually the second lap on the tyres is the prime time to punch in a good quali lap now. Wing looks a bit banged up as well, but I'm sure the car has no damage whatsoever. We've got a car in the background now, I'm not sure who that is, but on a hot lap as well. Lights are on. Expect to split for Ty Moore, got 5 temps up, so he's on a ripper of a lap at this stage. So top of the mountain now, heading near the grate. He's got a car up ahead, I'm not sure if that's going to be a little bit of traffic to deal with, but he's at the facility now, heading the skyline, and getting out the way there is that car. Awesome stuff there. Really attacking the inside curve there, Ty Morgo. The car looks to be flying through there and almost lost the rear end coming out the dipper. Heading down to Forest Elbow now. Takes the mid-line, but that sent himself out wide. He might have lost a bit of time there, Ty Morgo. No, so he's gained 2 temps in that sector, so he's almost 8 temps up on his quickest time. And this is looking to punch himself in the P7 if he can gain another 2 temps here. And punch himself above HSB. At the end of the chase now. Alright, he's lost the rear. Too much on the accelerator there. So unfortunate for Ty Morgo. Trying to hit up that other car. That's on to the main straight now. It's Terrett's 30. So he goes across the line. That's 3 temps slower last time around. Or last quickest lap rather. So we'll see if this lap is any better from him. So we've got an awesome time from Ghost with a 2:04. So he's the early pace setter in this practice session. So Exo's still yet to record a time as well. So we'll wait to see what happens there. We've still got 36 minutes left in this practice session. So plenty of time to punch in a decent lap. Putting the salt on the top 10 shootout, and that's 1 tenth up with Terrace there. Really attacking up on the mountain. Into the facility now. Keeping the speed up to 2:05 mid-corner. Heading into the S's now. How does he attack it here? He stays off the inside curve. The Dipper. Car looks reasonably settled to the track, and an awesome exit there. A lot of traction coming to the elbow now. Gets pulled up quite nicely there. No evidence of exit understeer, so this should be up on the time still. And it is by 1/10, so not much improvement in the second sector, but he's on a hot lap here. And he should be able to put himself up in the P3 at this stage, provisionally. So wait and see if he can get it pulled up in the chase here. Deep on the brakes now. Doesn't hit the apex on the left-hand corner there. But it didn't slide on the gear shift on corner exit there, so it looks reasonably settled to the track. A lot of traction in. Now he's got a different line to most, but let's see if this is an improvement. No, it's not. So he lost 2 tenths in the last sector, so he's returned to the pit lane. We'll go on board with Ghost, who's at the exit of the chase now. So he's got a reasonably good lap time there. He's got 6 tenths in hand from the next quickest driver, but he's going to pit lane now. So we'll go on board with someone awesome who's heading up Mountain Straight now, heading towards Griffin's. See how deep he goes. Almost on the grass there. The rear looked reasonably unsettled there, and it hindered his exit there. Heading into the cutting now. It's pulled up quite nicely. No evidence of exit oversteer, which looks quite nice, but I don't think it'll be up. No, it might be an outlap, so we've got no second split there. So we'll go on board with Peppy here. See if he's got a second split garage. He does, so he's half a second down on his quickest time. Still plenty of track to improve. Still got 2 more seconds to go. And the most time to be gained is in this sector. You're extremely gutsy around this sector, and there's a lot of time to be gained. So wait and see how he dances around the S's here. Takes a lot of the inside curve on the left hand side. The car off to the left there. It's out of the way as well, so very good stuff there. Slightly unsettled on exit of the Dipper. We're heading into the elbow now, taking a narrow approach. We're almost getting the next sector split out. So let's see what it is. So it's still 5 tenths down. Still got 1 sector to go. See how he gets pulled up at the end of the chase here. Reasonably unsettled on exit at the chase, but gets pulled up nicely there. So he's at Murray's now. The volume for the actual game. I don't know if it's overpowering my headset. I'll just quickly get that done. Right. Hopefully that's a lot better now. You should still be able to hear the game audio. So, a little change there. I'm getting back to my scene. Alright, so we're still on board with Peppy. We'll suss out his first second split. Oh, he's hit the outside wall there, but he's up by almost 2 tenths. We've got quite a healthy grid today as well. At the moment, we've got 13, but we should see a couple more join towards the end of the session, and that might hinder Peppy there, because he's reasonably offline heading into McPhillamy. Still got a lot of time to find Peppy. He's punching a quick lap time to put himself up into the top 10. Is what matters this session, is making the top 10 so you can make the top 10 shootout. So he's still got a second and 7 tenths to gain. So he's down on that lap time. We'll go on board with Ghost. So he's exited the chase now. So he's in the last sector and almost at the last corner in Murray's. So he's definitely on a hot lap with those lights on. Oh, almost lost the rear end at Murray's, but holds on to it. Awesome stuff. And we got a car going off in the background there. So this was an out lap for Ghost. So we'll stay on board. We'll see how he cracks up a lap here. Let's see if he can get in the 159 zone. It'll be quite unreal if he can manage it. He's still got 6 tenths on his closest competitor in Raw. So those guys sitting behind him from P2 to P5. We've got a car off there. Rotated at Griffins into the outside wall there. So Ghost almost at the end of the first sector now. We'll get the split. And that's half a second down at this stage. So he's got a lot of time to gain in these next 2 sectors. So now Terreps, he records a 2 minute and 7 tenths there, and he puts himself up in the P2 and he's returned it straight to pit lane. So Sire wasn't on board there. So the top 5 separated by a second here, and it's reasonably close considering the distance of this track. So about to get the end of the mid sector now for Ghost. Has he improved? Oh, almost scraped the outside wall there at the elbow. There is an improvement by 3 tenths, so he's still 2 tenths down on his time. But if he can punch out a wicked last sector, he could be on for an improvement here. So we got less than 29 minutes left in this session now. Ooh, getting it pulled up. Still reasonably unsettled throughout that chicane there, but holds on to it. So trying to search for traction there. Now at Murray's now. Now what's this going to be across the line? So yeah, he lost a lot of time in the last sector there. He lost 5 tenths Ghost. Now we're on board with Raw, who's in the mid sector up on the mountain, using every bit of road, almost scraping the wall. At McPhilliby now, heading in the skyline. Down for the S's. How does he attack it? Doesn't take inside curb. Oh, quite nice. Out of the dipper. No, it doesn't. He's went wide. He's straight the outside wall. So he might have lost a bit of time there. Wait and see in the sector split. There's a lot of commitment there from Raw. So that's almost a second down. So that lap has been binned due to that moment there. So we'll go on board with Azza, who's heading down Conrod now. And heading into the chase. Hits 290, like most drivers at this stage. Getting it pulled up quite nicely. Had a little slide there and he's rotated it. And that lap is done and dusted for Azza. So who else is out on track? Ty Morco. He's exiting Murray's now. He didn't improve that lap, so he'll be looking for an improvement this time around. Stay on board to see if he can crack himself up, at least into the top 6 here. So he's got 1.2 seconds to find if he can do that. And that will put him, at the moment, he will be the 3rd car out for the shootout. And we know with track evolution, if you're the first car out, you're not going to have a grippy track. So you've got to try to punch yourself up higher in the order if you want some sort of grip on the track to be able to attack. So almost up on his time there, reasonably unsettled at Reed Park there. Barely held on to it, so I'm not sure if he's going to improve on this lap, because that definitely would have lost a lot of time right there. Going down the S's now. A lot of inside curb usage. Gets himself out wide heading into the dipper. Struggle to get it pulled up, and he does. Puts himself in the inside wall. And this might hinder someone. No, he returns to pit lane. So we'll have a suss at someone awesome. He's in the mid sector. Doesn't look like he has lights on though, so we'll wait and see at the end of the second sector whether he's on a hot lap or not. No, he scraped the wall there, so he might be struggling for tyre grip. Now, what does Pepe have in store? Or is this an outlap for him? Looks to be an outlap. He's modulating the brake pedal there to build up some heat in the brakes. We'll go on board with Darksider, who's put himself up into P3 with a 2 minute .7. So he's almost 3/10 down from Ghost. So the top three barely separated. So what's this going to be for Darksider to end the second sector? So it's an outlap here. Now, as is heading on to Mountain Straight now, HSV, he's just letting guys through as well. Black Wildcats, we haven't had a suss of him thus far, so he's heading up to the cutting now. Let's see what this first sector split is. So an outlap from him. Let's see what Hammer's up to. He's got a couple cars off in the background there. So I think that was Ghost. He went a little bit too hard on the accelerator. Correct. We'll have a suss of him, but he's put himself into the outside wall at the cutting, so that will be lap done for him. Now, Darksider, he's officially on a hot lap now. Looks nice out of the bend there at Griffin's. Doesn't get it pulled up at the cutting, almost loses it, but holds on to the grip there. No exit oversteer, so looking quite nice on exit. But 2/10 down on his quickest lap though, so two sectors to improve on that lap time. The top two are in pit lane. Carcado in 6th place in pit lane. The rest of the guys are out on track. And Exo still hasn't recorded a time yet, so we'll wait and see what he records. Unsettled in the S's there, and he's put himself in the inside wall. I don't think it's going to be an improvement now for Darksider. He would have lost a bunch of time right there with that contact with the wall. A bit of understeer heading into the elbow. And that is 2 seconds off the pace, so he's got a lot of time to find. Azza losing it at Hell Corner there. He really unsettled the car on corner entry. We'll hop on back on board with Raw here. Currently P5 with a 201 flat. And he's got a car up ahead. Let's see what the sector split is for him. So no sector split there, he's on an out lap. HSV last lap, 3.9 seconds slower than his fastest lap, so we'll give a suss of this lap. We've got 22 minutes left in this session, so it will be prime time to punch in a quali lap now if you want to make the top 10 shootout. Looks reasonably good on exit at Griffin's Bend there. So about to exit the first sector now for HSV. It's down by 2/10. There's barely anything in it at this stage. Every bit of road on top of the mountain. Pulled up nicely at McPhillamy. Heading into the S's now. A little bit of inside curb taken. Oh, had a massive bottom out there, and that sent him into the outside wall at the exit of the dipper. So you can see the reasonably low fuel load there for HSV. He's definitely on a quali lap here. So he's 1 second off, so this lap doesn't look like it's going to improve. We'll hop on board with Ty Morgo. Currently P8 still. 2:03.6 is his quickest. So he's definitely improved at some point in the last 10 minutes. But he looks to be on an outlap. How about Black Wildcats? He's at Griffin's Bend now, heading up into the cutting. Looking quite nice on exit there. He's 1/10 down on his quickest time. Quickest time is a 2:03.7, so 1/10 between him and Ty Morgo. And those two are on the cut line, and he's put it inside the wall there. Now that lap is done and dusted for Black Wildcats there. Momentarily, we have someone awesome putting himself up into P8. So he's in the shootout provisionally now. But like the guys that are behind him, he's on the cut line here. He's 1.5 temps up now on his quickest. So for Peppy, Hammer and Exo, those are the guys that are currently missing out on the top 10 shootout. So sending it down in the S's now for someone awesome. A lot of curb on the inside. At the dipper. Looks nice on exit. And how does he get it pulled up at the elbow? There's going to be evidence of... Yeah, there's a little bit of evidence of entry and exit understeer there. And that's 7 temps up on his quickest time. So we could see him around the P6 mark in someone awesome here if he can pull it off. So at the chase now, at the end of the chase, a lot of curb usage, and he's been that lap. Too greedy there for someone awesome. He's messed up a prime opportunity to put himself in a decent spot in the starting order for top 10 shootout. Now Raw, he's on an outlap here, currently P5. Darksider, he's at the elbow. He's almost exited the second sector. Sector split's gonna be. So an outlap there. I'm not sure if Tourette's or Ghost are on a hot lap, but Tourette's is definitely on a hot lap with those lights on. So we'll get that first sector split up quite shortly now. So he's 2 temps down at Reed Parks now, up on the top of the mountain. So you can see millimetres in it from him and the outside wall. Mid-corner speed seemed to be a bit down at McPhillamy. But looking reasonably settled heading into the S's and the dipper. Really good exit there. He was on the power early. Heading into the elbow. Going to be an awesome exit there as well, and millimetres between him and the outside wall once again. So this should be, no, it's 5 temps down. I thought it was quicker. It looked quicker than what it was. That is for sure. So I'm not sure what's happened there. Still a chance to improve in the last sector, but we'll have to pull off 6 temps if he's to improve. So pulling it up nicely at the end of the chase. A little bit wide there. Heading into Murray's now. Very deep under brakes. Keeps the mid-corner speed up quite nicely. Now what's this going to be over the line? It's going to be 6 temps slower there. So we'll hop on board with Ghost. He's in the last sector now. He's definitely got his lights on, so he's on a hot lap. Sending it into Murray's now. So what's this going to be over the line for him? Oh, barely misses out. Less than a tenth there for Ghost. So he's looking reasonably consistent. Now Darksider, he's on a hot lap down Comrod now, heading into the chase. We didn't get his sector split at the end of the second sector, so we hope he's on a hot lap here. Sending it into Murray's. How does he get it pulled up? Mid corner's alright. Gets a decent exit there on the power early. No improvement there, so 6.5 temps down on his quickest. Now, I'm not sure Raw's on a hot lap there. We'll go on board with HSV, who's in the mid-sector now. So currently P7. A lot of inside curb usage there. So we've got 15 minutes left in this session now. Oh, really unsettled on exit of the dipper. Barely holds onto it. There's a reasonable exit there out the elbow. What's this going to be in terms of sector splits? So no, we got none there either. And someone awesome got the lights on, so hopefully a hot lap. Straight to the outside wall on top of the mountain. At McPhillamy now, heading into Skyline in the S's. How does he dance his car around? Quite nice. Very good exit. Takes a lot of inside curb on exit of the dipper. Oh, really unsettled. He locked up the rears heading into the elbow. So he would have lost a whole bunch of time there. So maybe an outlap there as well, but Ty Morgo, he looks to be rocketing away now. So we got 5 guys in pit lane. The top 2 have parked it momentarily. What's the second split going to be for Ty Morgo? So it's an outlap. Try to hop on board with someone who is actually on an outlap. Dark side here might be. So across the line now. 2 tenths slide in his quickest. Disconnected by Raw there. I'm not sure what happened there. So Exo, he's finally recorded a time for 2010 flat. So he's still got a lot of improvement to do. If he's the challenge for the top 10 shootout now. So the guys on the cut line here are, we could basically put someone awesome to Peppy all on the cut line because they're extremely close in the back half of the top 10. So if you're anywhere above 6, you're looking highly likely to be making the 10 as of now. So unless we have a cluster of fastest laps from everyone, it's the only way a couple of the guys in the top 6 might miss out. So we'll wait and see how that unfolds. We've got 12 minutes 40 to go. There's still plenty of time to put in a decent lap to put yourself into the shootout. Darksider really on edge here. Far off at the dipper there. We've got a car up ahead for Darksider now. We're about to enter the 3rd sector. Going to be the Darksider. Half a second down, but he'll be in the slipstream here of the car ahead, so might be able to gain a bit of time there. And the car really getting up the rear bumper now, Darksider. So look to be a little bit quicker than the car ahead, and he's going to send it down the inside at Murray. Gets that done. Now it's just going to be across the line. I don't think it will be an improvement. No, he almost improved with traffic right in front of him, so he could be on for a quicker lap here if he can pull it off in the next 11 minutes. Looking quick, Darksider. So HSV currently P6. And he's out in the dirt at McPhillamy there, so he stuffed that up. Now it's someone awesome. He's up at Mountain Straight now, heading to Griffins. They kept the mid-corner speed up quite high there. What's the first sector going to be for someone awesome here? So 3 tenths down on his fastest lap in the first sector. So we've still got the second and third to go. Really on the attack now. An all or nothing lap here from someone awesome. He's looking to improve from P7. A lot of curb on the inside taken, but it sets him out wide for the entry from Dipper. Still manages to get a decent exit there. Sending it down in the elbow now. Scrapes the exit there, the exit wall. And that's going to be up, barely up though, but it's still going to be an improvement if he can hold on to this. So he's down Conrod now, heading into the chase. Hitting 283, so he's a bit down on top end speed. There's someone awesome. So we'll wait and see if this is an improvement here. So heading on to pit straight now. This is going to be across the line. It's going to be 1 second slower than his quickest. So we'll hop on board with Hammer. He's at the cutting now. Doesn't have the lights on, but he's really unsettled there. And he's down by 1.4 seconds on his quickest lap. So we'll just stay on board here. Elbow now. See how he gets pulled up. Is there any evidence of exit? No, he takes a little bit slow with mid-corner speed. It's going to be across the second sector, so 2.8 seconds down. So we'll go on board with Ghost, who's out on track now. We've got 8 minutes to go. Now surely this is going to be a hot lap this time around. Ooh, he had an inside lock there. Got the car off on the left. So heading up the mountain now, mountain straight. Send it into Griffin's Bend. There's quite a lot of mid-corner speed, I'll assume. Deep on the brakes. Keeps it up quite high, the mid-corner speed. Oh, it goes out a little bit wide there. Might get a slowdown, might not. The entry into the cutting now looks reasonably good. So really on the attack now. He's taken a lot of curb there and put himself into the outside wall. So that lap is definitely done and dusted there. HSV and P6 with a 203 flat. There's going to be an improvement this time around. So we've got 6 drivers in pit lane. That is half the field now. Another driver exits the pit. Quite nice on exit there. And no, so that's going to be an outlap. Someone awesome is also on an outlap. Ty Morgan, he's rotated it at Murray's there, so he's going down pit straight backwards. Now, like Wildcat, he's about to exit the first sector. No sector split there given. Hammer should be on an outlap. No, he's up, so we'll stay on board with this lap. Looking reasonably quick here from Hammer. So he could be on board for an improvement. He's on the cut line now, currently in P10, so as it stands, he'll make the shootout. But any time that's quicker than what he's got now should be a bit of insurance for the top 10 shootout. At this stage, he's the first car out on track in the shootout, so we're just going to put him up the order. No, it does not. So it's an improvement of 1.5 tenths there. Returns to pit lane. Black Wildcats, he was on an outlap as far as I was aware. Someone awesome at the cutting now. Currently sitting P7, so he looks to be cemented into the top 10. I didn't get a second split there, so I'm not sure what's going on with these times here. Looking reasonably fast on top of the mountain there for someone awesome. So heading down the S's now. We've got 5 minutes left in this session, so if you want to get to the shootout, you're going to have to be out on track now and punch in a quick lap time. Someone awesome, he's heading into the elbow now. Gets it out quite nicely there. What's the second split going to be if we get it? So we don't get the second split. There's no lap time invalidation there. And fastest lap, Ghost once again. Barely improved, but it is an improvement with a 2:412. So he further extends his lead at the top. So he'll currently be the last car out in the shootout. Now what's it's going to be like for someone awesome over the line? He's got his lights on. I think he's on a hot lap according to that. And it is an improvement. So he puts himself up in the P6 for 2:02.5. And Carcado and HSV, he moves up with a 2:01.6 to put himself up in the P5 now. And he returns to pit lane. We'll go on board with Ghost, who's at Murray's now. So we'll see what this time is for him. He's drifted it outside Murray's there. So he would have lost a lot of time. That's an outlap for him. So we'll stay on board here. See how he cracks a lap around the mountain. And up Mountain Straight now. Majority of the drivers are in pit lane. So we've got 5 guys out on track with 7 in the pits. So if they're going to try record another lap time, they're going to have to come out now because we've almost got 3 minutes left in this session. A little bit unsettled on entry, but looking quite nice on exit. So that's 2 tenths down on his quickest in Ghost. So I think there's further improvements down the track on this lap. See if he can crack a 1:59 here. Uses every bit of road on exit up on the mountain. Keeping the mid-corner speed really high at McPhillamy. Down the S's now, heading into the dipper. Looks reasonably well on exit. A little bit unsettled in the rear there. Scrapes the exit wall at the elbow. So and he's up by 2 tenths. So this could be the quickest time of this session. So he's down Conrod now, heading into the chase. We've got 3 cars out on track. Ghost is one of them. Someone awesome puts himself up in the P6 for 2:01.9. So that relegates Carcado back to P7. Now what's this going to be across the line for Ghost? Oh, a little bit of extra oversteer there. Holds it onto it. Now it's going to be across the line. It's going to be an improvement with a 2:0.156. So surely he cemented pole position there because no one will be able to go back out on track other than the guys that are currently out on track with Someone Awesome and Exo. So looks like Someone Awesome's canning that lap. So the only guy out on track now is Exo. And he should be able to get another lap in as well. So Ghost has more than half a second on the rest of the field. So he's shown the pace earlier on. But he's still got a top 10 shootout and a 25 lap to follow this. So that's an improvement there for Exo, but no improvement on the grid. So This lap is do or die for him, and he stuffs it at Hell Corner. So we're going to have 40 seconds to go, and no one will be able to record a lap from here on. So that is the session done. So we got Ghost in P1 with a 2:156, and then we have Terreps in P2 with a 2:729. Darksider in P3 with a 2:769. Azza P4 with 2:01.1. HSV in P5, so awesome performance from him to round out the top 5 with a 2:016. And someone awesome P6 with a 2:019. Carcado P7 with a 2:024. And that's the practice session finished. So we'll go through the rest of the list here. So Ty Woggo on P8 with a 2:032. Black Wildcats in P9 with a 2:037. So we're heading out to the shootout now. And who was P10? I'm pretty sure it was Hammer. So he should be coming out. Gonna have a quick turnaround from the guys in the shootout. But it's alright. The last two guys do get to have a crack at the lap. It's just they'll be out on track at the same time. So as for Hammer, he's already put it in the pit wall there. So I'm not sure if that's gonna hinder him with a bit of damage there. We'll wait to see. So he's warming up these tyres now. Gets the whole track to himself for one lap. Let's see how he pulls up at the end of the lap. So let's see how he modulates the brake pedal. See if he builds up brake temp here. So we've got all the visuals on screen now with the track map. We've got another car out on track as well in Peppy. I'm not sure if he's meant to be out on track. So we do not have the tyre temps available to us, but we have the fuel load there. So a reasonably heavy fuel load there for a shootout lap for Hammer. So I'm not sure what the strategy go is there. Does he want a bit more downforce at the top of the mountain with a bit of extra weight added? I'm not sure. So down Conroe straight now for Hammer. And he's really working these tyres in now. So looks to be getting up to speed now. So we're almost on board with the first competitor for the top 10 shootout. This is Hammer. Let's see how his lap fares. So almost entering Murray's now. Hindered exit there from Hammer, so he's not going to have the top end speed at the end of the main straight. Very deep on the brakes, gets it pulled up quite nicely, doesn't use every bit of exit there, so he may have stuffed up his lap earlier on. We'll wait to see. So he gets it pulled up at Griffins, doesn't keep the mid-corner speed up. So he keeps it up the 140 area. Doesn't take every bit of the exit road there. So maybe he's looking just to circulate a lap here and hope keeping stuff up. So we don't have the sector splits available to us at this stage. No lap being recorded by the driver. See if we can see. Oh, he's put it in the outside wall there. And that's lap done for Hammer. A lot of damage there. And he He's more than likely going to start P12 on the grid here. Black Wildcat, he's out on track now, but he's on his warm-up. So sending it down the S's now. And he's got a reasonably heavy fuel load as well for a shootout lap. So I'm not sure what the go is with these guys with the heavy fuel load. 40.6 litres. It's definitely correct because it's depleting on my screen as well. So he's about to start his lap. He's in the third sector now. Shouldn't be too far off this lap now. So once he crosses the control line, I think it'll be Ty Morgo's turn to go on an out lap. So what's this going to be for Black Wildcats? Is he going to punch in a good time? Just line it right up for a good exit out of Murray's there. And his lap's underway now. So here we go, entry in the hell corner. How deep does he go? A little bit wide of the apex, but good exit there. And there's Ty Morgo on the background on his warm-up lap. So he's heading up Mountain Straight now, on board for Griffins. Very deep on the brakes here, keeps Nick corner speed up, relatively high. Using every bit of exit there. Sending it up to the cutting now. Oh, almost scrapes the outside wall there. And he holds on to it. Now what's this going to be? No, correction now, we're not going to get a sector split there. So, looking quite nice so far for Black Wildcat. He's really holding on to it at this stage. Looking clean and fast, that's for sure. He's at McPhillamy now, heading the skyline, down the S as he goes. Really on the attack now, slowing it right down into second at the dipper. Had to let out the accelerator a bit there, had a little bit of understeer, almost scraped the outside wall there. He gets pulled up quite nicely, and he's got a little bit of a rear lock at the elbow. Might have hindered a bit of time there, but he is on Conrod Straight now, on board for the chase. And Ty Morgo, he's also entered Conrod, so he shouldn't be too far off starting this hot lap as well. So we'll get straight on board with him preceding this. Oh, a little bit of a lock there for Black Wildcats, a little bit of a wide approach as well. So he's almost across the line now, heading in the Murrays now. There's Ty Morgo on the background at the chase. So a reasonable exit there at Murray's for Black Wildcats. What's this going to be across the line? It's going to be a 2:03.2, so early pace setter there for Black Wildcats. Let's see if his lap holds on. But if the practice session is anything to go by, a 2-minute .156 was the quickest time recorded by Ghost. So according to that, he may not hold on now. So Ty Morgo's out on the hot lap now to start his shootout lap. He's going to have the whole track to himself. And there's someone awesome about to exit pit lane as well, I think. Or is that Carcado? Might be Carcado. No, it is someone awesome. So he's out next after Ty Morgo. They look reasonably good on entry, but exit, he gets his mid-corner speed down a bit. How does it fare at the cutting? Doesn't use as much road as Black Wildcats did, that's for sure. So looking reasonably clean from Ty Morgo. So he's the third car out on track for the shootout. And we have 7 more cars after him. And someone awesome's already lined up to record his hot lap once he's done his out lap. little bit of a rear lock there, but he holds on to it. So doing the same as Black Wildcat is Ty Morgo. So it doesn't look to be that much grip at the elbow there, and there's a disconnect by Hammer. And a disconnect by Carcado. I'm not sure what's going on. A little bit of a lock at the end of the chase there for Ty Morgo, but looking quite nice to be able to compete with Black Wildcats here. What's it going to be across the line? So Carcado joins back. He gets a reasonable exit, but a little bit of exit oversteer there over the curb. And that's going to be a 2:04.3 for Ty Morgo. So Black Wildcat's lap holds on there. Now someone awesome. He's about to enter Murray's. He's about to be on for a hot lap now. Just rolling it right up. Trying to get a good exit onto pit straight here for someone awesome. He's across the control line now. On for a hot lap now. Very deep under brakes, heading into Hell Corner. A really good exit there. Slingshots himself up Mountain Straight now. So how'd you get it pulled up at Griffin's? Mid-corner speeds kept up reasonably high there. Using a bit of the exit curb there. Now how does it get pulled up at the cutting? Ooh, almost scrapes the wall there as well. So millimetres in it here between Someone Awesome and the wall. So he's in the second sector now, Someone Awesome. Really on the attack, using every bit of road. Up on the mountain, we're at McPhillamy now. And he's going out wide there at McPhillamy, and he's been that lap. The best he can do is put a lap time on the scorecard. And his car looks to be all over the place now, so that's really unsettled him. And not going to look like a good time here for Someone Awesome. Now Pepe's left the session here. So we'll stay on board here, but the next car out is HSV. And he's on Commonwealth Straight now, but for the meantime we're on board with Someone Awesome. We're seeing what sort of lap time he can put in. Any lap time at all would definitely put him in a place to start inside the top 10 if he can pull it off. And he's been that lap, he's rotated it at Murray's. So returning the pit lane there is Someone Awesome. Now HSV, he's almost on a hot lap now. So Pepe's joined back as well. We should have everyone else joining back. So starting his hot lap now, HSV. Sending it up Mountain Straight. Very good on mid-corner speed there, HSV, and a good exit there too. Using every bit of exit curb there. Almost scrapes the wall like everyone else at the cutting. So looking good here. Looking good to take provisional pole. Oh, scrapes the inside wall there at Reed Park. Still holds on to it. Shouldn't have lost too much time there. We're getting a little bit of lag spike there because we've got a couple guys joining back. So hopefully that didn't hinder HSV's lap there. So the current provisional pole sitter is Black Wildcat for 2:03.2. But HSV looks like he's on a flyer now. So We'll wait and see what he punches out, and he scrapes the inside wall there at the elbow. See a bit of smoke back there. He's on Combrook straight now. So we shouldn't be too far off the next driver as well, Carcado. He's out on track for his lap. Currently on out lap. Now what's this going to be for HSV? It's looking quite nice on corner exit there. Sending it into Murray's now. How deep does he go? He's the mid-corner speed above 100. And he rotates it at Murray's just like Ty Morgo. So the grip doesn't look like it's there. But he's still going to go across the line to put in a lap time. Because he'll at least start P11 now. So that's a 2:11.1. He was looking good for provisional pole there. But stuffed it up in the dying stages of the lap. It's very unfortunate for HSV. So we're on board Carcado now, who's heading into the chase here. Still not on a hot lap yet. But he's about to do so, and he's locked up there. He's trying not to get lap invalidation there. So he does quite well to pull it up there. But he's hoping he doesn't do that the second time around. He's got to put in a clean lap. Now, sending it out of Murray's now. About to cross the control line for a hot lap. Now here we go. That's an out lap of 2:19.7. So mid-corner speed let down a little bit at Hill Corner there. But heading up Mountain Straight now. So next car out on track. I'm not sure who it is. It might be Raw. I'm pretty sure it's Raw. He should be coming out relatively soon. We've definitely got a car exiting pit lane now. So back on board with Carcado now. He's about to exit the first sector. And he's 9 seconds up on that time recorded for the out lap. So currently provisional P3 on the books for him. Still got a lot of improvement to go. We've still got a lot of track to go. He's at McPhillamy now, heading it in the skyline. Sending it down the S's. Oh, it takes a lot of inside curb, and he's unsettled the car near the dipper. But he holds on to it. He sends it out a little bit wide there. What's the second sector split going to be for Carcado? Gets it pulled up quite nicely on exit there. Now across the second sector now. So 10 seconds up. 10.8. So currently 6 seconds below where he needs to be. But we've got to remember he's stuffed up at the chase here. So there should be a lot of time gained there. There's no indication of that yet. He gets it pulled up this time, and it's quite nice on exit. No evidence of a slide on the gear shift. Now he's sending it in the Murrays. Hopefully he can keep it straight. And he does. So he should be able to put in provisional pole here. No, that's only P3 for Carcado. So a 2:05.3 sees him provisional P3. So now Azza's out on track. So he's the next car lined up for his shootout lap. Sending it into the chase. We're almost on board his hot lap. I'll tell you what, we'll put the cockpit view for the camera and see how much work goes into punching in a lap time here. So how deep does he go here? Picks up a brake marker there and a little bit past the apex there, but he's got a good exit though. So heading up Mountain Straight. Now that was an out lap from Azza. There's his brake marker here, just past that off-road there, and he's going wide here. He holds onto it, but that's going to lose him a lot of time. A little bit wide at the cutting there. What's his second split going to be? Got 2 minutes 17 up on his best lap. So he's 5 seconds down on provisional pole. Looking quite clean at the top of the mountain. Heading into the S's now. Takes a lot of inside curb. Sets himself a little bit out wide there, but he has pulled up nicely at the dipper. He brakes early in the braking zone for the elbow, and that's going to pay dividends, I reckon, because he gets a nice exit. What's the second split going to be? So it's 2 minutes 21 up, so he's still less than half a second down on provisional pole set by Black Wildcat. Sending it into the chase. Very deep under brakes. How much curb does he use? He uses a little bit of curb, and the transition is nicely from left to right. There's no slide on exit there for Azza. He's on the grass here. He holds onto it. Now what's this going to be across the line for him? Darkside is the next car out on track. And that's going to be provisional pole with a 2 minute 2.7. What does Darksider and Ghost have in response to that lap time? So we'll stay on board the cockpit view for the rest of the drivers. On that lap there from Darksider, 2 minutes 20.8. Heading up Mountain Straight now. See all the data on his Motec system there. He's sending it in nicely at Griffins. And every bit of road at the cutting. He's getting pulled up quite nicely here. No evidence of exit oversteer, and that's 12.9 seconds up on his best time. So 6 seconds off provisional pole now. There's never a bit of road at the top of the mountain. Mid-corner speed kept up the 2.14 there at McPhillamy. Very deep on the brakes heading into the S's. A lot of inside curb used. Pulled up nicely at the dipper. Next car out on track is Tourette, and he was P2 in the practice session. So we've got 2 drivers left, and then we'll have EXO, and who else is there? I think it's Gibbs Pepe, who will be the 2 other guys that will go out on track at the same time to punch in their lap time. So how's Darksider going to get it pulled up at the end of the chase here? It's in the red line now. 291 top end speed. Good entry, good exit by the looks of it. He's got 1 corner to go in Murray's. How does he get it pulled up there? A little bit of curb used on the inside, a little bit of exit oversteer. Might have lost him a little bit of time there. But that's going to be provisional pole for 2017. So what does Tourette and Ghost have in response to that lap time? So we're starting to get in the 201s now. So we're on a hot lap here on board with Tourette. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So deep into Hell Corner, misses the apex. But looking like a decent exit there. So his outlet was a 2.17.8. We'll keep that second split stuff updated. The next guy out on track will be Ghost, and that will be the last of the shootout runners. Every bit of road at Griffins there. Making it relatively easy at the cutting. No evidence of extra oversteer. Pulled up quite nicely. And the sector split is 12.9 seconds quicker than that outlap. On board for a P5 at this stage, but I'm sure he slowed down at some point on that outlap. So he's going to get it pulled up at the S's, looking relatively planted there. Got a lot of grit and a lot of grip outside of the dipper, and that gives him a really good exit. The car looks very bouncy on entry to the elbow. Nice exit as well there. What's the sector split going to be? It's 15.2 seconds quicker, so he's looking on board to punch in a quick time here. It might threaten Darksider. We'll wait to see. He's got one sector to go. He's down Conrod, heading to the chase now. Breaks a little bit earlier than most. Doesn't hit the apex, but nice exit from him. This is going to be across the control line. In Murray's now. A lot of inside curve views. No exit oversteer. So this might pick Darksider a provisional pole. And it doesn't. So a 2-minute 2-1 sees him almost 4 attempts down. So Ghost is out on track now. He's at the end of the chase. So he's almost on for a hot lap now. And then we got Exo and Peppy to come out for their respective qualifying laps. So they've timed it quite well with the shootout because we've got 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go. So here we go, hot lap now for Ghost. Can he pull off a 2 minute? No, really good on entry and exit there at Hell Corner. Heading up Mountain Straight now. Trying to reach the top end speed. Goes up in the 6th gear. Very deep on the brakes. He keeps the mid-corner speed up quite high as well. And that's a decent exit there. So the outlap was a 2:12.7. Very deep on the brakes, and he's went a little bit wide at the cutting. But that is up by 10.6 seconds. He's 3 tenths down provisionally on Darksider's time. So all out attack lap here. Every bit of road on top of the mountain. Quite nice heading into the S's. Avoids the inside curve there a little bit. Short shifts up the 3rd at the exit of the dipper. Heading into the elbow now. Goes back in the 2nd. Very unsettled on entry, but he holds on to it. Now what's this sector split going to be for Ghost? And he's up by a fair margin now. He's up by 8 tenths on Darksider's time. So Darksider will be really keeping an eye on this lap right now. So he's got a lot of time in hand, Ghost. Very deep on the brakes at the end of the chase. Doesn't look to be sliding on the gear shift. He has a little correction there, but a really good exit there. So we're at Murray's now. What's this going to be across the line? Goes a bit wide of the apex there. And it's going to be a 2-minute 0.6. So that's going to be provisional pole for Ghost. Now we've got Raw out on track for his outlap. So we've got a disconnect here. I'm not sure who's from. No, realistically, we should have Exo and Peppy out on track. It looks like they won't be able to get in time. So Peppy's left. Peppy was the one that left. But I'm not sure who else didn't record a lap time. So I'm pretty sure Raw was in the top 10, so he should have been in the shootout. So he's on a hot lap now. The time to beat is a 2-minute 6:72 from Ghost. What does Raw have in response to this? We're very deep on the brakes at the elbow, at the bend there. a little bit wide. Got a good exit at the cutting net for Raw. Well, we're not going to get a sector split for him because he had no outlap. Every bit of road on top of the mountain, just like Ghost. A little bit early on entry to the S's. Good exit there from the dipper. And get the trackside view up. He's really on a hot lap here, Raw. This might be good for a top 5. We'll wait and see, but it would be able to compete with the top 2 guys there in Ghost and Darksider, I reckon. Got a reasonably high fuel load there too, with 50.2 litres. So what's this going to be across the line? He's heading into Murray's now. So Pepe has joined back, but I don't think he's going to be able to make the race. So it's going to be unfortunate for him. So there you have it, Ghost. He's put in a pole position lap time of a 2:06, and Raw, the last car out on track, put himself up in the P2 with a 2:01.6, barely beating Darksider with a 2:01.7. So that rounds out the top 3. So the guys will be going to the track now. We'll get everything in regards to split, speedo and track map up on screen for you guys. So while this race waits to start, I'm going to go get another beer. This is going to be a ripper of a 25 lap race, that's for sure. Oh no! Go on to quads again. Hope that we find a better thing, like a better duo with us. Alright, so I'm back and locked and loaded with a beer in my hand. So there you have it. You got Ghost on pole position. To his right hand side, you got Raw. We've got Darksider in P3. We've got Tourette's in P4. We got Azza in P5. We've got Black Wildcats in P6. Ty Morgo P7. Carcado P8. HSV P9. Hammer in P10. Excel in P11. And Someone Awesome in P12, rounding out the rest of the grid. So we're almost ready to go green light racing here at Bathurst Mount Panorama. What are your predictions for this race, guys? So we're about to go green light racing. So here we go. The guys are loading in now. And we're syncing. So here we go. Lights are on the right hand side from Raw. And here we go. And we're green at Mount Panorama in this special event for the VA Supercars. We got a car off on the grass there, but an easy lead heading into turn 1 for Ghost. So, Reps, he's going to lose the position here to Azza, but he has the inside running heading into Griffin, so he might be able to hold on here. So how's this going to fare between these 3 here? No, he holds up in behind Azza. Oh, we got a car off. We got a car off back there. I'm not sure who that was. It might be EXO. Definitely not EXO, but we had a car off. It was that green car there in HSB, I reckon. It was one of the green cars. No, it was Azza. So he's moved from P4 to P8. And he's really putting Ty Morgo under pressure now. We've got the bumper view there. He's right in behind Ty Morgo now. I've got to try and get this roof view. Thanks a lot of the inside curb down. We got a collision there between Carcato and Ty Morgo. Ty Morgo lucky to get out with relatively low amount of damage there. We'll go further up for the battle for the lead between Ghost and Raw. So on the slipstream now, he's only half a second down from Ghost. Now these guys get it pulled up at the end of the chase. Very deep under brakes for Raw, gaining a lot of time. But a really well hindered exit there. Dark Side is a little further back from the pack. We got Tourette's a little further back as well. And around that top 5, Black Wildcat, he's going in, no, he's not going in the pit lane. So he looks like to be readdressing something, or maybe a slowdown penalty there. So we'll go on board with track view now. So you can see Carcato really under pressure there from Black Wildcat. But we'll go on board with Ghost, who's going to let Raw straight past there. So he might have had a slowdown there. And he might be under pressure by Darksider, who's sitting in P3 at this stage. So Ghost sends himself up in the P1. Something's happened to Raw. Where is he? What do we have here? So we've got a safety car by the looks of it. So everyone forming up behind the lead car. And that is Ghost. So they're trying to keep the tyres warmed up through this process as well. We've got 2 guys in pit lane. And it's fair to say that can be their mandatory pit stop done as far as I'm aware. I don't think there's any rules against pitting under safety car. So that should be their mandatory pit stop done for Ty Morgo and Azza. See, Ghost with 106.5 litres there. They might be able to make it to the end of the race if they field save. I think you can get around 22 to 23 laps out of a full tank of fuel in these V8 Supercars. I know that's what it is for iRacing. I'm not sure what it is for project cars. If it's the same, then they can either fuel save and extend their fuel tank to 25 laps, or they can choose to go in for a splash and dash. So the guys that just came out of pit lane now, Azza and Ty Morgo, they're catching up to the back of the pack. And we should be green light racing at the end of this lap here. So are any of these guys going to join the party and pit in at the end of this safety car? It might be a good idea to do that. Just get yourself in clean air if you're in the mid-pack there. So for guys like Carcato, Black Wildcats, HSV, Someone Awesome, those sort of guys, they might be looking to pit in after this lap. Because they're going to be stuck in traffic there. They can get themselves into clean air. They could be able to catch up a little bit of this time that they're losing to the leader and Ghost. So everyone's catching up to this train now. It's unfortunate that we don't have a safety car feature in project cars anyway, because it seems like it would be highly used by a lot of online leagues for sure. I'm not saying that to say that, you know, online racing is shithouse. You know, we all stuff up now and again, and obviously sometimes those stuff ups can cause a lot of carnage. You know, obviously it's quite unfortunate to happen, but you know, little lapses like that is when we need a safety car. So for project cars, their next game, they should implement a safety car into their game. But the guys in this lobby, they're trying to mitigate for the loss for that. So here we go, we should be green light racing soon. So everyone's caught up to this train now. And it will be up to Ghost when he accelerates away from this pack. And he's going 120 at this stage. So accelerates off the line now. So we're green light racing once again. We've got a huge pack in behind Ghost here. Darkside is trying to make a move on Raw in P2, but he gets a little bit pushed back there. Now Tourette's and Carcado on the inside here. He's going to make the move up into P4 now. And he should be able to hold on, slot it right in behind Darksider. We've got HSV in P6. And we got a crash at the back there. That's involving Hammer. So Hammer, an awful incident there. He's lost his rear wing. He's lost his bonnet. It's fair to say he's going to have a huge pit transit there. A pit stop that's going to take forever, to be quite honest with you. So it's unfortunate scenes there for Hammer. And it seems as though Ty Morgo was involved in that little scuffle there. And Exo, he's up in the P10. Azza in P9 now. Slowly catching up his lost ground. Black Wildcats in P8. Someone awesome in P7. The GTE Sunday Series champion. So he's in the mid-pack here. We've got HSV P6. He's catching up to Reps in P5. Carcado's blazing away in P4 to catch up right behind Darksider. And Darksider is pressuring Raw, who's a further 7 tenths in front of him. And Ghost blazing away in P1 with a 1.8 second lead. So we'll wait to see who pits in first and who doesn't. We're only on lap 3. If the guys are opting the fuel save, then they're probably going to have to stay out on track and try to stay behind the car. So that last lap for Ghost was a 2:04 flat. So awesome pace there. And 2:05 from Raw, 2:06.4 from Darksider, 2:06.2 from Carcado, 2:07.6 from Tourette. HSV with a 2:07.6, 2:07.5 from Someone Awesome, 2:06.5 from Azza, 2:10.4 from Black Wildcat, 2:10.1 from Ty Morgo, 2:12.1 from Exo, and Hammer in pit lane to repair his damage. And that's going to be a long pit stop for him. We'll go back to the lead pack here. So Raw, 2.2 seconds up on his previous fastest lap now. Oh, he scrapes the outside wall there, and that's going to invite Darksider up to put the pressure on. See, the lights are on for Darksider. Really right behind the bumper of Raw now. A little bit unsettled on entry into the elbow. And we got a car off there in Carcado. He's rotated at the elbow. He's got a little bit of damage there. He has to let everyone by now. So he's lost pretty much 6-7 positions there. So he's relegated back to P11 and he's put himself in the wall once again there. So a little bit more damage. Now Tourette's is under pressure by HSV. And HSV's dropped off a bit there. Now for Darksider and Raw, this battle's still going between these two. So we've still got the lights on, and last lap, a 2:02.6 from Ghost, but a 2:02 flat from Raw and a 2:01.9 from Darksider. So the guys behind Ghost are really catching up now. So heading up Mountain Straight for these lead packs now. Darksider will look to be dropping off a little bit of pace here. 6 tenths down from Raw. It seems as though Ghost has made a little mistake there. He's got a lap car up ahead in Hammer. So Raw looking to get back that lead. He's within 9 tenths and he's rotated himself at the cutting and he's let Darksider right past there. So that's going to be a huge amount of damage for him. We should be able to invite HSV, who momentarily has got past Rex and he's back in P6 now. And that means Azza's up in the P5. So the first of the stoppers up in P5, 8 seconds down from the lead. So provisionally, Azza could be in the lead here. So as for HSV, he's in a little bit of clean air now between him and Raw. And Raw's lost a lot of time to Darksider, who's also in clean air. So these guys just rotating laps, trying to save a little bit of fuel here and there so they don't have to pop up as much in the pit stop. So we're on board with Tereps now, who's really applying the pressure to Azza. Right in behind the rear bumper now. So holding station there, both the drivers in Azza and Tereps there. You can see a massive train of cars from Murray all the way to the end of Conrod there. And Hammer's getting out of the way for these lead guys. Good sportsmanship by him. He's got him right behind Tereps there. He's pressuring the back of Azza. This is going to be a three-way battle for P4. So here we go. Azza's going defensive there, but he goes back to the positional racing line. So Tereps, he's a little bit low on fuel numbers there, and someone's rotated there. Now who was that? I'm not sure who that was. That was Azza. So Azza's rotated at Griffin's Bend. It's another incident involving him, so he's going to have a lot more damage to repair in pit lane. He was the provisional leader based on the timing. We're back on board with Tereps now, who's chasing down Raw and HFB. So Raw's made a mistake at some point on this lap. And Tereps is going to send it down the inside of Raw there. Raw hits the inside of the wall there as well. The Black Wildcats and Azza are attacking each other now. And Azza's right on the rear bumper, giving him a little lap cut there for Black Wildcats. And we got Ty Morgo a little further back in that damaged Falcon there. Carcado, he's up at S's. And then someone awesome is at the S's as well. We've got Exo and then Hammer being a lap down on Conrod. So we'll go back up to the battle for P6 between Azza and Black Wildcats. Fair to say, Azza really on the attack now after he lost it once again. And he's sending it down the inside. No, he's not. He shows the nose, but he holds back. So we're on lap 6. Almost lap 7 for these guys. So who's that drifting off in the pit lane? That is Raw, repairing a bit of damage by the looks of it. So Raw's in pit lane. That means Black Wildcats will go to P5. Azza will go to P7. Ty Morgo will go to P7. Azza to P6. Carcado should go up in the P9. Someone awesome should go... No, Carcado up in the P8. Someone awesome P9. Exo coming in the pit lane as well. So a few of these guys starting to react to having to serve this mandatory pit stop. Now Raw's been in there for a reasonably long time. Now, he's definitely got to top up his fuel tank because he went with a light fuel load at the start of the race here. So we'll go back on board with the battle for P5. Azza and Black Wildcats continuing to excite. So these guys are on lap 7 of 25. And Azza really pressuring the rear end of Black Wildcats, but unable to make a move up on top of the mountain. Going a little bit wide there in Azza. Oh, you can see the amounts of pressure that's been applied for Black Wildcats. He's made a mistake there. And Azza doing the same thing, scraping the inside wall. So this battle isn't ending just yet. So now Black Wildcats on the attack now. So losing a bit of time there, Black Wildcats. Will go up to the lead pack. Darkside, it was 2.3 seconds of drift from Ghost. So Ghost is putting in some relatively quick laps there. Darksider, he's a lot quicker at this stage than Ghost, so he's making a little bit of ground on him. So these guys are on lap 8. Now HSV crossing the control line. 1 second quicker that lap than his fastest lap. So that last lap was 2:02.9. Trep's last lap 2:03.1. So these guys fighting for P3 here. Barely nothing between these two. Azza going across the line with a 2:05.8 and 2:08 flat for Black Wildcats there. Ty Morgo, he's serving his mandatory pit stop now. So we've seen a few guys. No, so he's already served his mandatory pit stop. So he might be repairing a bit more damage. Now where's Raw got to come out in regards to Ty Morgo? Ty Morgo still hasn't exited pit lane. So Raw might be able to get past Ty Morgo here. And it's definitely going to be the case. Someone awesome. He's catching the rear end of Carcado now. You can see him in the background there. So these guys just rotating laps, and then we should see a few more guys in for their mandatory pit stop soon. So Azza's got a little bit of a gap on Black Wildcats now. Now where's Reps? He's on Conrod. And he's 4 seconds adrift from HSV. It looks like Darkside has lost a little bit of time that lap in comparison to Ghost. And he's rotated it. So he might go in the pit lane now. He does. So, no. He's going back out on track. So a massive mistake there for Darksider. He's lost 7 seconds there from the lead of the race. So about to cross the control line now for HSV, and that's 5/10 quicker than his fastest lap. So last lap, the 2:02.4 for HSV. The Reps slowly catching up in P4. 5 seconds adrift from HSV. Azza in P5 crosses control line to enter lap 9. Black Wildcats doing the same there. Someone awesome coming on to the main straight now. And we had a car drift in the pit lane, and that's Carcado. So he's serving his mandatory pit stop now. So basically, Azza is the lead car that have done their pit stop. And he's setting 28 seconds adrift from the lead of the race. We'll go on board with Darkside. We'll see if we can see HSV in the background here. Still can't yet. We still can't. So might be able to get a little bit of a view here. There is HSV in the background. So slowly catching up to the rear end of Darksider. Reps is 3 seconds down from HSV now, and he's starting to record his fastest lap of the race. I'm not sure what that is. We'll wait and see once he crosses the control line. But as for Reps, HSV, Darksider and Ghost, they definitely haven't done their pit stop. The first one in line that has is Azza. Black Wildcat hasn't been in. Someone awesome hasn't been in. The rest pretty much have been in for their mandatory pit stops. So we've still got 1, 2, 6 guys to do their mandatory pit stops in this race. So half the grid have done it. So that lap, quicker there for Tourette's with a 2:03.1. Still not gaining on Ghost, but he's gained on Darksider, who's in P2. And really gained on HSV, Tourette's. So looking to push himself into the podium spots. If he can catch up to the rear end in the next few laps. So we can see Tourette's in the background there. And we can hear his car as well. So 3 tenths slower on his quickest lap. So race pace looking quite good for HSV. Currently sitting P6. No, currently sitting P3 rather. P6 is Black Wildcat. Correct is there. Someone awesome. He still hasn't got his pit stop yet. Neither is Black Wildcat. So back on board with Tourette's now. He's chasing down HSV. So he's up on his previous fastest lap. So is there anyone in pit lane? No, there's not. So it looks like someone's retired. I'm not sure who that is. I'll quickly look at the timings to see who exactly that is. It still doesn't tell me. So who isn't out on track? I'm not sure who it is at this stage. So none of these lead pack making their mandatory pit stop yet. They're still opting to stay out. We got a yellow flag in sector 3. Oh, so that is Hammer, who's retired. So unfortunate scenes there for him. And now Black Wildcat, he's in pit lane. He's been relegated back to P7 because someone awesome has just pipped him at that position. But for someone awesome, he hasn't made a pit stop yet. So he might be reacting quite soon, you would imagine. What's the fuel load for him? 78.3 litres. Looking quite nice to go to the end with this fuel tank. Ghost, he's only got 67.5, so he's looking to be on edge here. Got to keep in mind the fuel tank capacity is 112 litres. So that means 56 litres is half a tank. So if he's there or thereabouts on the 12.5 lap mark, he should be able to make it home. And he's got a lap car up ahead in Carcado. So Carcado letting him through now on the main straight. That lap was 8 tenths slower than his fastest lap. Got Darksider in P2, further 12.5 seconds drift. HSV in P3. Tourette's in P4. And all the way back down at the chase now is Azza, someone awesome at Conrod. And we have Raw in P7, who's just exited the dipper. Ty Morgan on P8 at McPhillamy. Carcado on P9 at Griffin's Bend. Black Wildcat, he's in P10 at Griffin's Bend. And then EXO down Conrod, heading into the chase now in P11. So we'll go on board with a lap on board Ghost to get the cockpit view up. So here we go, let's see the amount of work that has to be put in during the race. little bit understeer there on corner entry at the elbow. Comes out quite nicely. So by the looks of it, we're looking at the fuel tank number now, 62 litres. He's definitely got enough fuel to the end for Ghost, so he doesn't need to pit in for fuel, but he might pit in for a set of tyres. Now let's see how Darkside is tracking. Not in pit lane. How about HSV? He's coming into the pits now, so he's serving his mandatory pit stop. He's only got 10.6 litres on board, so he's going to have to fill that tank right up to a minimum of 56 litres. You've got Azza, he's in P5, he's got a broken windscreen there. Someone awesome in P6. We've got a disconnect by Raw. So we've only got 10 drivers left on the field now. So someone awesome, he goes one more time around. So we'll go back to trackside view. Ghost hitting the outside wall there. So we'll wait and see when these front runners start to pit in. It should be relatively soon because the tyres will be almost dead. So HSV, he's still in for his pit stop. Exo's in for a pit stop now. That'll be his second pit stop for this race. So lap 13 of 25, we're a bit over the halfway mark now. So very deep under brakes there for Ghost. He's got a 17-second advantage for the lead. I'm trying to find if we actually have anyone battling, but we don't. So goes out another time. Let's see if Darksider goes into the pits. It looks like he is, so he's serving his mandatory pit stop now. Threat's in the background in P3. He goes out another round. Someone awesome, 30 seconds of drift from Tourette. Down Comrade now. A fight between him and Azza, but Azza doesn't have a rear wing. So he looks like he's coming into the pits this lap because he's not going to go anywhere without an aero package. He's all over the road now, so he's definitely going to go into the pits. Someone awesome. Is he going to go into the pits? So he stays out. Where's Darkside? He's coming out of pit lane now. So someone awesome looking to put himself in front of Darksider here, and he does. Now Azza, he's back in pit lane, pitting in from P5. We're back on board with Karepsu's 21 seconds adrift from Ghost. And it looks like we've had another disconnect there. So Exo's returned at the pit lane. So we're on lap 14 of 25. So still got a lot of time to be gained if he's to put himself in a winning position here, but looking highly unlikely. but very likely for a podium finish here in Tourette. So as long as he keeps the lap pace up, we should see him finish around P2, P3. So across the line, he's 2.1 seconds slower than his fastest lap. So looks like the tyre life is really dying now for these guys. So we'll see a lot of them in the pits really soon. Someone awesome. He's in P3. Darksider, who's in P4, he's made a pit stop. So the guys that are beyond P4 have all made them in for a pit stop. Someone awesome. He goes another time around. Darksider, he's slowly catching up to the back of this pack as well. He's gaining a little bit of time on the leader in Ghost, because he's in clean air. He's going in the pit lane once again, so what's happened here? I'm not sure why Darksider's returning the pit lane. It might be for some damage here. I'm not sure. His pit crew barely ready to conduct a pit stop there. And that will invite HSV up in the P4. Morgo should hit the top 5 now. It definitely does. Carcado, he's at the chase. Currently not a lap down, or is he? He might be. Yeah, so he's a lap down. Now Ghost is coming in for his pit stop now. So that means Carcado will unlap himself. So let's see how quick this pit stop is, because Therese is closing in very fast here. Still in his pit box here. So Therese, he goes another lap around, and he's going to have the lead of this race. But provisionally that lead will be going with Ghost. He's got a long pit transit there. So he's topped up a little bit of fuel as well. So I'm not sure if there's a minimum fuel requirement to be conducted, because he was filled to the end for sure. Someone awesome. He's coming down Murray's now. Coming around in P3. So Ghost, he's 14, almost 15 seconds adrift from Tourette, who is the only guy out on track to have not made a pit stop. He scraped the outside wall there. Trying to scroll through to see if there's any battle packs for me. But at this stage, we've got nothing. So down Comrade straight now for Tourette. We'll wait and see if he actually pits in this lap. And if he does, that will grant the lead back to Ghost. Someone awesome. He's still got to make a pit stop, so I forgot about him as well. So here we go. Tourette's is coming in. Let's see how long this pit transit is. So he's definitely going to have to fill up here, because he's only got 13.4 litres on board. There's his pit crew coming out now. And then Ghost should be in the background now at Murray's. He is. And he's going to get back the lead. And as for someone awesome, he's got quite a lot of time in between him and P4, who is HSV. But he opts to go another lap around. And he'll put himself up in the P2. So 43 0.2 litres on board for Tourette's. He should be about to exit pit lane, and he is now. Still not going out of pit lane, so he might have stalled it or something. There we go. He's finally coming out. Now HSV, he's came in for a pit stop, but he's not going to get out ahead of Tourette's here. So he's going to remain P4. But there's going to be a battle heating up between him and Tom Morgo relatively soon. We have another battle between Darksider and Carcado. So we'll watch this with a close eye. And then we got Azza and Black Wildcat with a battle going on further down the road. So Darksider, he started P3, and that's a mistake there by Carcado. So invites Darksider right past there. Black Wildcats, how far behind is he? So a bit less than 1 second there away from Azza, who's put himself up in the P8. So the only driver to have not made a pit stop yet is someone awesome, and he's currently sitting P2. So we'll wait and see when that pit stop comes. So as for these two, this battle's starting to drift off a bit. Arcado and Darksider, it's starting to heat up once again, and Darksider's rotated at Griffin's Bend, and that's going to invite Carcado straight past him. So unfortunate scenes there for Darksider fans. In the number 1 car, he's currently in P7 and he's very far away from the race lead here. Now someone awesome, he's gone around another time. And he'll be on lap 18 of 25. So looking really consistent, Ghost. The last lap a 2:02.5. He's got 2.4 seconds to the next best lap time in someone awesome. No, Azza recorded the next best for 2:03.2, so he's got 7 tenths on the next fastest car, which is Azza. Ghost looking reasonably consistent there. Maybe we'll have a look at someone awesome. We'll go on board top pit view. We'll see how he's holding up with these older tyres. So he's still cracking along quite well. We'll see if this time around he actually opts the pit in and goes. Last lap was the 2:01.8. So he's on quick pace now, the race leader. Someone awesome gone another time around. Rhett, he's in P3. Last lap, an out lap of 2:12 flat. See what this is across the line. So that's 1.1 seconds quicker than his fastest lap, and that's a 2:01.9 for him. Wonderful effort there. Go on board with Darksider, who's chasing down Carcado. This is the battle for P6. So still reasonably far back. And then we got Azza making his way up into this battle here as well. And then Black Wildcat, he's struggling in P9. We'll go back on board with this little battle here. Battle for P6, so 3-car battle between Carcado, Darksider and Azza. So going wide up ahead is Carcado. He's lost a little bit of time there to Darksider and Azza. It looks like, no, so Azza's lost a little bit of time to Darksider as well. So we're on lap 19 of 25. So we've got 6 laps to go. So really gaining ground now is Darksider. Almost on the rear bumper of Carcado. See how fast these guys go through Reed Park. Using every bit of road there. Keeps it in 5th gear. That's quite unusual for Darksider. And scrapes the outside wall as well. So we'll see if he makes a dive at the elbow. He could set him up as soon as that. Maybe not. Drifted away a bit now. So Ghost is on lap 20. These guys are really pressuring each other here. So Carcado under extreme amounts of pressure here. So drifting back a little bit. And Azza in P8. So gaining ground now in the braking zone for Darksider. Carcado's went a little bit wide at the end of the chase. So he's going to be on. Is he going to send it down at Murray? No, Carcado covers inside line. Covering really well there because he's already covered the cutback as well. So awesome racecraft there by Carcado. And he's just hoping that Azza gets in right behind Darksider so the pressure is relieved momentarily. We've got no other battle packs forming either, so this is pretty much it when we're looking at race packs here. Carcado under extreme amounts of pressure now from Darksider, who started P3, so he's lost 4 positions. And someone awesome, he still hasn't pitted in yet. Oh, scraping the outside wall there, and he's lost a little bit of time and will be under pressure by Azza soon, Darksider. So it looks quite a monstrosity view here with the broken windscreen here. So we might go on board chase view, roof view on Azza's car. So you can see Darksider is really pressuring Carcado. Half a second down from his quickest lap time, Azza. They're all in the slipstream here. And goes for the 26-second lead over someone awesome. Azza getting too much curb and he's rotated it at the end of the chase. So that's relieved the pressure from Darksider. As for him, the job that he's going to do now is get past Carcado. And with 4 laps to go, it's looking highly unlikely he can get this done. He's gone wide there on the grass. He's lost a lot of time there, Darksider. Now someone awesome, where is he? Now he is on Conrod Straight now. And he still hasn't done his pit stop yet. Very deep on the brakes at the end of the chase. Takes a little bit of inside curve. It doesn't look like he's going in anytime soon. So he's still currently P2. Once he's made his pit stop, I reckon he'll be relegated back to about P4. They're still punching out quick lap times there. 2:05.1 last lap. Treps, he's got his view inside of someone awesome. We know Treps, he's made a pit stop. So he's going to be able to put himself up in the P2 when someone awesome's made that. And last lap for him was a 2:01.6, so he's surging here. He's on a mission here, but too little too late for Treps to catch up the goes. We'll get trackside view back up and running. So 3 temps down on his quickest lap. Carcado, he's got a 2-second gap over Darksider now. So it looks like to be a relief of that pressure from him. So down at the dipper now, looking quite nice on exit. Using every bit of road there. So he's looking quite nice for a second place finish here, because he's got someone awesome right in his sights now. So half a second off his quickest lap time. And Ghost really blazing away in P1, so it's fair to say he'll finish this race in P1. So awesome effort from him throughout this whole event. He clean sweeped the whole event. He got provisional pole in the practice session, and then he got pole position in the shootout, and currently leading the race. So he's going to clean sweep here. So an awesome still staying out, and he's under extreme amounts of pressure from Treps, who's right in behind him now. Should be able to make a move up Mountain Straight here. He's going to send it down the inside, and it's going to be quite easy for him with the side draft. So an easy move there made from Treps. So last lap for someone awesome. He's really made the mistake of staying out longer. 2:07.8. Way off the pace. So we'll have another look at cockpit view on board with Treps, who's currently setting the fastest laps of the race. The leader goes, he's almost on the penultimate lap. So both Ghost and Treps, they've been very consistent. And then HSV, he's in P4, but he should be able to get up in the P3 once someone awesome's made his mandatory pit stop. So that's an awesome effort from him. There'll be a battle in the pits between someone awesome and Ty Morgo for P4. And Carcado and Darkside are battling it out for P6 there. So we'll quickly hop on board with Darksider. He's really making ground on Carcado. These guys are only on lap 23 or 25. The leader is on the penultimate lap. In Go. So he's made a lot of ground at the S's Darksider. Might be able to set up a move relatively soon. We've only have 2 laps to do it. Massive lock up from Carcado at the elbow. Barely gets it to a stop. So he's hindered by the corner exit there. The Darksider right in the slipstream now. It looks to be very aero deficient with that front bonnet sticking up a little bit to Darksider. So he's going to have to gain the ground under brakes here. He does just that. So, as for Someone Awesome, it looks like he's going to the very last lap to make this mandatory pit stop. And right behind is Azza in this battle as well. And get Chase you up, or roof you rather. And Azza's looking to send it down the inside nose. A little love tap by Azza on Darksider. He's letting him know that he's there and he wants that position. He's faking him there and he's going to get the overlap here and he's getting the move done at Griffins. There we go. Easy overtake made. But there's going to be a cutback by Azza and Darksider and he clipped him there. So hard racing by these two and Darksider's readdressing that now. That's unfortunate for these two who are really making ground on Carcado. For Someone Awesome, he's almost finished the penultimate lap now. We'll see if he drifts off into pit lane. So no, it looks like he's made the mandatory pit stop. But he's in P3, so Tourette. He's in P1, P2 now. Someone Awesome in P3, HSB in P4, so he's not going to get on the podium. Ty Morgo rounds out the top 5, and we've got Carcado, Azza, Darksider, and Black Wildcats rounding out 6 to 9. So as for the race leader goes, he's at the elbow now on the last lap of the race. Awesome effort by him. He's clean sweeped the whole event. We'll go on board cockpit view, and I'm sure he's going to crack up a burnout at the end of the race. Here we go. Entering the exit of the chase now. So nothing went wrong for Ghost the whole day. Sees himself finish at the top of the podium steps. And that's an awesome effort by him. Surely he's going to crack a burnout. He does just that. Well deserved for Ghost. We've still got a battle. No, so Darksider's drifted off a bit now. So P2 will go to Tourette, who hasn't crossed the control line yet. P3 will go to Someone Awesome. P4 HSV. P5 Ty Morgo. P6 Carcado. Still, if he makes a mistake, he could be relegated back to P8. Azza in P7. Darksider in P8. Crossing the control line now for Tourette. Someone Awesome coming onto the main straight now. Across the control line. So awesome effort to get on the podium. Made a whole bunch of positions there. HSV. And Ty Morgo still further back. And who's that in the background? It looks like Black Wildcats. So he's rotating at Murray. So P4 for HSV. Ty Morgo, he's exiting the chase now. Now he's going to round out the top 5, Ty Morgo. An awesome effort from him to make up a few positions in this race. Now we got Carcado and Azza and Darksider, who started P3, relegated back to P8, so he's lost a lot of ground in comparison from the first lap to the finish of the race. So he'll be kicking himself after that performance, Darksider. There we go. Last car to cross control line now, and there are your results. Coming up on screen now, good effort from Ghost to clean sweep the round. Fastest lap as well with a 2:01.2. Tourette's in P2. So and Awesome in P3. HSV in P4. Type Morgo P5. Carcado P6. Azza P7. Darksider P8. Black Wildcats in P9. Exorcist in P10. And Hammer in P11, who both retired midway through the race. So I hope you enjoyed that stream today, guys. I hope to see you tomorrow for the V8 Supercars Sunday Series, which is to take place at the Long Beach Street Circuit. It's going to be a 150 kilometre round, so 275 kilometre sprint races to come. So don't miss the action. That's going to go live at 5:30 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time. So I'll see you there. Goodbye, everyone.